Good morning, welcome. We've had a request for, let's see if I can remember, lower back, shoulders, a little less hips. And so for any gardeners in the group, I taught a yoga for gardeners class on Saturday up at Tidewater Farms in Falmouth. It was really sweet, so that's a lot of what today's class is based on. So we're going to start out standing. So come on up to standing. Any other requests aside from lower back, shoulders? All right, so we're starting out standing and just sort of shift the weight of the body left and right. Coming off balance, off center. And then settle. Settle, both feet flat on the ground, and you press your toes down. Imagine you're pressing them into very soft, fine white sand on your favorite beach. Then inhale, shoulders up, exhale back and down. And then keep that nice gentle opening, nice gentle broadening of collarbones and shoulders. As you lengthen tailbone down, as you gently reach tailbone down towards the mat, do you notice abdominals engage slightly, lower abdominals engage slightly? That's sort of a natural response. It's kind of what we're looking for because abdominals will help us stay tall. You can close your eyes or take a soft gaze at the floor in front of you. And begin to deepen your breath. Taking a slow, steady breath in. And slow, steady breath out. Slow, steady breath. And slow, steady breath out. Next, place your right hand on abdomen, just below the knee. Left hand on center of chest. And as you continue to breathe slow and steady, see if you can imagine breathing to the very base of your lungs. And notice does abdomen expand as you do this. Exhale, slow and steady out through the nose. Notice abdomen contract. Inhaling, abdomen expands. Maybe you can draw that breath up into the chest. Exhale, slow and steady. Noticing chest fall and abdomen contract. Inhaling, abdomen expands, chest lifts a little bit. Exhale, slow and steady. Two-part breath, taking your time, noticing the effects of breath on the body. And follow breath in and out. One more round. One more round of breath here. And then hands can fall beside you, or you can have palms face down. And feeling into the soles of the feet get heavy. Helping you to ground inward. Maybe imagine roots sprouting from the soles of your feet. Send those roots down, 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 into the earth, connecting to earth, honoring our connection to earth. And spread those roots deep and wide. Maybe if palms are facing the earth, you imagine roots sprouting from the palms and send those roots down, down, down through the levels of whatever building you're in, down into the earth. Again, spreading those roots deep and wide, and you can wrap around the roots of your feet. And as you inhale, eyes float open, shoulders draw up towards ears. Exhale, shoulder back. Inhale, shoulders circle up and back. Exhale, or down and forward. Taking your time, really slowing this movement down. Very mindful movement. Inhale up. Exhale back and down. And then focusing on elbows. So we'll take one elbow up. Exhale back. Other elbow draws up. Exhale back. So taking your time. Elbows drawing up and back. Up. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up, exhaling back, and then we'll have the wrist draw up and back. Wrist draws up. And if you care to follow the wrist with your eyes, gentle movement for the neck. Inhale up, exhale back. This nice breast stroke. No, back stroke. One more time, either arm. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. And pause. Pause, finding your mountain pose or Tadasana, rooting and grounding. Honoring our connection to the earth, honoring this time when the earth is very strategically positioned with the sun, with these long, long days of sunlight. It's not only enjoyable, it serves us, right? It serves all the plantings, all the vegetation that we need. Inhale, eyes float over, shoulders roll up. Exhale, back down. Very gentle movement. Lifting up only as high as the shoulders and down. Lifting up only as high as the shoulders, coming down to the toes. And then down, very gentle bend with the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down. And maybe rocking onto heels. So when we lift up, heels come up. When we sweep down, toes come up. Taking the cue from Qigong. Lift those toes up. One more time, we'll inhale up. Exhale down. And then we'll inhale up. Exhale, knees bend. We open up into a twist, turn to the left. Inhale, sweep up with the arms. And exhale. Inhale, sweeping up. Bending those knees, opening up to the right. And up again, back to center. Exhale. Inhale, sweeping up. Knees bend, open up those arms, gentle turn to the left. Inhale up, back to center. And exhale. Inhale up, opening up gently, turning to the right. Knees are bent, up and back. And we pause. Find your mountain pose. Maybe it's palms face forward. Slow, steady breath in. Slow, steady breath out. Noticing our environment around us. Noticing sound. Saying to yourself, I'm in harmony with the sounds around me. Harmony with the sounds. Inhale, the left arm up, palm faces to the ceiling as the right palm presses down. Feel that nice side stretch through left side body as you really press into the heel of each hand. And then come out of it a little bit, circling wrists in one direction. And then the other. One more press through the heels of the hands. Then we'll switch. Inhale. Exhale. Again, we're pressing through the heels of the hands. Really feel that in that right hand as you press. Giving a stretch through right side body. And then circle wrists in one direction. And then the other. One more press through heel of each. And back to center, arms sweep up, palms come together, we pause. Tuck your chin. Chin tucks towards chest. We'll inhale, float the palms up. Exhale, tuck your chin as they float down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take your time. If you want to engage the arms a little bit more, really press into the heels of the hands, lifting elbows. Keep that engagement as you lift up and down. And as we're lifting up and down, we're engaging the core container, the abdominal muscles drawing to center line of the body, navel drawing to center. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more time. And allow arms to float beside you again. Pause. Tuning into feet, legs, torso, shoulders and arms, neck, head. Inhale, left arm draws up. Exhale, we let the left ear dip towards the left shoulder. And then rest hand ear to ear. Just letting the weight of the body, weight of that hand and arm deepen stretch. As we imagine sending breath to the side of our. Two more breaths here. And then inhale back up to center. Exhale, tuck your chin to a gentle sweep left and right. Come back through center. Inhale, exhale. Right ear dips towards right shoulder. Inhale, right arm up. Bend at the elbow. Let the hand rest near the ear. And imagine sending breath to side of the neck. If you want to deepen into the stretch, imagine reaching the side of the neck up towards the ceiling a little bit more. One more breath. And then we inhale back up to center. Take any movement that helps you integrate that stretch of the neck. And then making your way towards the top of the mat. So as I said, I taught a class about yoga for gardeners. And one of the great tips that I got from Katie Bowman, she's a movement expert, Nutritious Movement is her website, is about folding forward. So imagine you're bending forward and you're just sort of pulling weeds. All right, you're just sort of pulling weeds or you're digging space to do a planting. And then come on up. This time I invite you to bend forward. Imagine you're pulling the weeds, but now shift your seat back. And still imagine you're pulling the weeds. So it's all about shifting the seat back, getting some length in the lower back, not compressing the lower back. Somebody was saying you could tilt that tailbone, but that's only if it doesn't compress the lower back. All right, so we're bending forward, shifting the seat back. Shifting the seat back. Hands on thighs, come on up. And that's probably a very safe way to come up from your bending forward when you're gardening. Inhale, we'll Sweep up with the arms. Exhale. Heart reaches forward. We bend our knees, coming to a forward fold. And let's do that shifting of the seat back and see how that feels. And again, knees are bent to the degree that's best supportive for you. Inhale, hands come up to thighs. Get some length here, reaching head away from tailbone. Inhale, exhale, hips press back and do a little bit. And then inhale, we sweep up. Palms come together, steeple the hands, the fingers. So thumbs and first finger are extended, other fingers curl under. If this is not accessible for you, hands can be at the back of the head or on the hips. If you're here, we inhale, lengthen, fingertips reach up. Particularly that pointer finger reaches up, and then hips press right as arms sweep over to the left. Really pressing through that right. See if your right arm can line up with right ear. Inhale, back to center. Switch whichever thumb is on top. Just switch to what isn't, your typical cross of the thumb, and we inhale up, getting good length. Exhale, hips press left. Reach up and over to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, sweeping down. Take some rolls of the shoulders. Shoulders rolling up. And then with a big step back with the right foot, we turn to face the long edge of the mat. Toes pointing forward. And with hands on hips, to start, we're going to bend the left knee and shift the weight of the body over to the left. Now this may be enough of a stretch for you in the inner thigh. Otherwise, hands can come onto the left thigh. So the left knee is bent, toes are grounded on the mat. We're pressing the outer edge of that right foot. Feeling the stretch to the inner thigh on the right side. Inhale, back to center. We come to the other side. So right knee bends, we shift the weight of the body to the right. Hand could be on thigh or hips. We're still maintaining contact with the mat, with that outer edge of the left foot. Right knee is bent, feeling into the inner thigh. This is one of the stretches that I encourage people to do either before or after gardening. We'll do it again, other side. Come up to center, left knee bends, right leg is long. Inhale up to center, right knee bends. Weight of the body shifts over to the right. Pressing into the outer edge of the other foot. And back to center, we stand up tall, hands start at the center of the chest. Inhale, we open up, shoulder blades gently drawn towards one another for a 5-pointed star. Inhale, contract the muscles, draw muscles to the bone, to the center of the body. Exhale, release. Inhale, contract the muscles towards the center line of the body, towards the bones. Exhale, we release. One more time, we inhale, contract, even the face can contract. Exhale, we soften. Allow blood to flow through the muscles and tissue. Arms come down. Heels come in. Heels come in, toes are out to the sides, hands to the hips as we warm up. And then bending and straightening. Bending and straightening. And next time you bend the knees, hold. Pause there. Maybe shift the weight of the body left and right a little bit as you settle in. Knees are reaching away from one another Torso is long, so keep those shoulders rolled back. Hands come to prayer position. Inhale up. Exhale to goddess pose. So elbows level with shoulders, just like a cactus. Palms face your ears. We're broad through collarbones. Maybe settle in a little more. Maybe you're good where you are. Maybe you come in and out if it's too much for the knees and hips. So make it work for you. Inhale, broaden through collarbones. Exhale, draw those elbows, forearms towards you. Inhale, open, you can straighten your legs. Exhale, bend those knees. Inhale, we open. Exhale, bend those knees. One more time, we inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open, bend your knees. Gentle twist left and right. Maybe you look behind you on either side. And back to center. We open up to 5-point start. Pausing here. Inviting expansion into our bodies, into our lives. Deep breath in. Hands can float down. Turning right toes towards the top of your mat, or rather, what do I want to say? Turning right toes to face in one direction. Everybody's in different directions, so it's a little hard to help you out on that one. Back heel lifts up and move back. Hips shift back and forth. We warm up for modified triangle. Hips are shifted back and forth. And then hips shift back. And that right shoulder is reaching forward, right? Curl that left hand, making that handle. Right arm extends, fingertips reach away. Let's hip shift back for modified triangle. Now, if you want to modify it in any way, you can. If you want to come into a fuller expression, rolling that left shoulder back, you can. Pushing into that front foot, we come back up and we come to reverse triangle. So front leg moves to straight, and we're reaching up and breathing. And sweep that arm down, toes point forward, hands to hips, do some circling of the hips in one direction. And then the other direction. And then pause. Other sets of toes turned to face either the front or the back. Lift that back heel up, move it away from you, get an angle on that back foot. Hands to hip crease, we shift hips back and forward. And next time, hips shift back. Hold there, leaning that left shoulder forward. Make a handle with the right arm. Extend the left arm. Reach those fingertips away, feeling into the back of that front leg, hips pressing back. And we breathe, rolling right shoulder back. Little tuck of the tailbone. Pushing into the front foot, we come up. And move into our reverse triangle. Arm reaches up and then we sweep up and down, toes point forward, circling those hips and swing a little back a bit. And make your way to the top of your mat. We will be coming down to tables, so if you want to have your blanket. take an inhale, lengthen up, 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 get that length, reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then rain it down, knees bend, finding your forward fold. Head is heavy, 3 breaths. 3 breaths here in your forward fold. Your hands can be on thighs or on a block or fingertips on the ground. Hands come to either side of the feet. Step 1 foot back. Come to your knee and the other. And we end up in tabletop. Inhale, tilt that tailbone, move to top of the mat, wag that tail. Exhale, tuck it around, little shift of the weight of the body back and forth. Inhale, tilting tailbone. Take any natural movement your body is guiding towards. And then tuck it. Pressing into the heel of the hands. And you shift the weight of the body left and right. Last time, inhale, tilt. Exhale, tuck. Curl your toes under. And we're going to come up onto the knees. Toes are curled under, we're up on our knees. Hands on thighs. Sit back. Feel that stretch through the toes. Maybe you need to make some space between the toes. And then we sit up. Sit back to the degree that is safe for your knees and that you can sustain with those toes. And up again, one more time. So the toes are curled under so that when we sit back, when we sit back, we get a very deep stretch. Oh, very well. Swing your feet around. Come to sit. Just sit on the edge of your blanket. Feet are closed and hug those knees close to you. Really nice stretch for the lower back. Inhale, exhale, hug those knees, the thighs closer to you. This isn't working for your body. You can be here. Inhale, exhale. Moving in and out of deepening into the stretch. Each exhalation allows you to hug those knees and thighs a little closer. One more time. And then open the knees away from one another, soles of the feet together, feet are away for diamond pose. So different from Baddha Konasana where the heels are closer to us. Diamond pose, hands on knees, circle the torso around in one direction. Just circle. Show the navel of the spine when you circle back and release as you circle forward. Inhale, circle back, and exhale, circle forward. And inhale back, exhale, circle forward, slide your hands down to the feet, heart reaching forward. And then walk your hands over to the left, and we'll come up into a side twist. So we're turning to the left, rolling left shoulder back. Inhale, exhale, looking over. You want to move that left hand behind you a little more. Feel free for a deeper twist. Stay where you are. Inhale, sweep your left arm up as you come to face center, cross the arm in front of you, finding the knee and take version of seated cat and cow, tilting and tucking the tail in. And as you tilt, heart reaches forward, shoulders roll back, tuck, touch. Sitting up tall, inhale, exhale. Hands find the knees, circling in the other direction. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale, circle forward, pause, slide the hands down to the ankles or the feet. Heart reaching forward to isolate the stretch to the back. Each exhalation, maybe your heart reaches a little bit closer to the feet. And then the fingertips walk over to the right. And then we sit up tall. So left hand on right knee. Right fingertips pressing into the mat. We inhale, lengthen. Sitting up tall, exhale, rolling the right shoulder back. Keeping that right hand close to us so we're not leaning back. We've got that nice extension of the spine. As you roll the right shoulder back, maybe you exhale and look over right shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you come back to face center. Right arm sweeps up, crosses in front of the body. And we take our version of seated cat. And then we sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale. These fingers plug into the mat. Imagine plugging into the earth's energy. Imagine energetic lines reaching from first and second fingers down, 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 down. Plugging into the earth. And imagine direct energy up, up, up. Through your fingers and hands, arms, into your entire body. Inhale, eyes float open. Draw those heels a little closer to you. So now we are in Baddha-Konasana. Butterfly knees. Someone want to get out of the room over there?
It's your sloth.
Someone trapped?
It's my sloth.
It's your sloth. Great.
Should I let that?
It's fine. And then we come to stillness, opening those knees away from one another. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, heart reaches forward, forward, forward. Again, it's the heart that's reaching, helping to isolate the stretch to the back. Maybe the backs of the hands rest on the floor in front of your feet as you lengthen. Maybe you just keep holding on to the feet for ankles. And inhale, lifting up. Help those knees to come together. Pull off your blanket or bolster. And holding onto the backs of the thighs. Inhale, shoulders roll up, back, and down. Lean back a little so that you can touch the ground with your toes. So shoulders are rolled back, heart is lifted, toes down the mat. Maybe you lift one toe. And then the other. Abdominals engaged, navel to spine. Or you can play with lifting both feet. Again, we want the heart lifted, shoulders rolled back and down. And if you're here, or even if you're here, you can play with opening And then hugging the thighs close to you. Inhale, we open navel to spine. Keep that navel to spine as you hug those thighs. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug. One more time. All right, feet come down. Swing your feet around. Take it up just for a moment. And keeping hips over thighs. Walk your hands in front of you. Arms are extended. So much so that you can let your head drop between the arms. Maybe the forehead even finds the mat or a block. As you keep those hips over knees, letting the heart be happy. Heart reaching towards the mat. Puppy stretch. Maybe a little swish of your puppy tail. And then press those hips back again with a slight tuck of the tail. Navel drawing the spine. And breathing. And stretch for the arms and shoulders, upper back, as well as the lower back. One more breath here. And then nose stays close to the mat as we shift forward. Natural progression into Sphinx. So lowering onto elbows, forearms, palms. Keep those elbows nice and close underneath your shoulders. So we're lifting up versus cobra. We'll get to cobra in just a moment. But for now, we've got those elbows close. Yeah, so we get that nice lift. So Jody, see if you can tuck those elbows closer into you so you can have a little bit of a lift, just like the Sphinx in Egypt. Tops of the feet press down, pubic bone presses down, and press elbows into the mat and lengthen heart forward. All right, stack hands. One cheek rests on stacked hands. Bend your knees, windshield with the left and the right. And as you do that, spread your toes wide. And then relax your toes. Back to center, circle ankles in one direction. And in the other direction. Lower your legs down. Tops of the toes, touching the mat, touching the floor. Arms come off, rather hands come off the mat on either side of your face. Forehead resting on the mat. Fingertips on the floor on either side of the mat. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, drawing shoulder blades closer together. Pubic bone presses down. We inhale, lift up to baby cobra. Forehead, eyes face the mat. Navel draws to spine. Stay here with fingertips on the ground or play with floating them. And as you do, draw those shoulder blades closer together and down the mat. So you're either here, fingertips floating off the ground, or here. And then we lower. Stacking hands, one cheek, the other cheek rests on stacked hands. Bend your knees and join the left. And lower your legs down. So legs are parallel, heels fall out to the sides. Fingertips off the mat will give that variation of cobra. Another go.
Hands fall out to the side. Pubic bone presses down as navel draws to spine. Roll your shoulders up and back, drawing shoulder blades closer together. Inhale, lift up with that engagement. Any sharp pain in the lower back, back off. We'll find a different way to be. And you have that option of floating the fingertips. And stack your hands. Forehead resting, stacked hands, bend the knees, reach your left. Notice how this movement gives you a little massage for the quadricep muscles. And back through center, legs lower down. Hands are close to the body, fingertips line up with shoulders. Hug those elbows to rib cage. As we inhale, press up through cobra, table, and back to child's pose. Lips reaching towards heels. Walk fingertips away, tenting fingertips, palms away from the mat. Or you can stack hands, resting forehead on stacked hands. Or really sink in with arms alongside legs, shoulders rounding. Wherever you are, slowing the breath down. Slow, steady breath in and out. Each inhalation, imagine bringing a softening. Any tight or tender parts of the body. One more breath here. And then hands come up. We slowly lift up through table, swinging feet around, coming onto your backs, hugging knees to chest. Massaging lower back with a gentle left and right. And planting left foot on the mat, right ankle rests on left thigh, close to the knee. Foot is flexed. Knee is reaching away from us. This may be enough of a stretch for you. If you want to go deeper, right hand reaches between the opening. You clasp both hands around the left thigh. Both hands clasp behind left thigh, and you draw that left thigh closer to you. Each exhalation, you have the option of drawing the left thigh closer to you as you open that right knee away. And another option, extending left leg long. Another breath. And then lower that left foot. Right foot comes to the mat. Step those feet nice and wide, arms float up to cactus. Take some left and right with your knees. And back through center. Feet come closer together. Left ankle, rest on right thigh. Stay here. Or left hand reaches between the opening, clasping both hands behind the right thigh. So drawing the right thigh a little closer as you open left knee away. With each exhalation, hug that right thigh a little closer. With each inhalation, release a little bit. And again, have that option of extending the right leg long. And then lower that right foot down. Feet nice and wide. Hands rest on mat. Let the knees fall left. And back to center. Feet come hip distance apart. If it works for your knees, heels come closer to you. Setting up for some fluid bridge. So we keep the knees, the thighs parallel, hands can rest on the mat, palms on the mat. And inhale, hips lift up towards the ceiling. Imagine squeezing an imaginary block. And slowly lower down. Inhale, squeeze that imaginary block, hips lift up. And then we lower. Stay here with arms on the mat, or as you inhale, hips lift up, arms sweep up and over. And then as you lower the hips, arms sweep down and return to side. Inhale, lifting up, arms sweep up. Exhale, lower. Last time we inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower. Keep those arms beside you. We'll inhale, lift up and hold our bridge. Working with the different options and deepen into it. Pressing into the base of the big toe, getting a little bit more of a lift. Shins. Reach away, getting a bit more length. Chin points up to the ceiling. Chest reaching towards chin. Squeeze that imaginary block for 3 more breaths. And then slowly lower your hips. Gently placing the base of the spine sacrum on your mat. Open one leg long in the shape of a V, the other leg long, making the shape of the V with the leg. Stay here with the arms beside you, or sweep your arms up in the shape of a V. Deepening the breath. Letting the breath review. Breath flows in. Breath flows out. Arms are extended overhead. Sweep them back down alongside the body. Legs can come back to parallel. Float your right hand up and rest your peace finger and your middle finger between your eyebrows. So peace finger, middle finger, resting between your eyebrows. Take a breath in. As you exhale, close off the right nostril with your thumb. And exhale through left. Inhale through your left nostril. Close it off. Exhale through right nostril. Inhale through right. Close it off. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Close it off. Exhale through right. Inhale through right. Close it off. Exhale left. Continue with alternate nostril breath. Inhale left. Close it off. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close it off. Exhale left. Keep going. And completing with an exhalation on the left side. Arms float down beside you. Palms up or down each side. Resting here in Shavasana. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. And deepen your breath. Feeling the parts of your body touching the mat beneath you. Little fingers and toes. Maybe reach arms overhead, stretching long. And then hug knees to chest. Gently rocking side to side. And roll into one side. Pause. Pausing. Easing your way out of stress. With eyes closed, or a soft gaze, slowly press up. Come to sit with backs of the hands resting on thighs, whether your legs are crossed or in wide like a diamond. You sit up tall, abdominal muscles drawing a center line of the body, shoulders broad, chin level with floor. Tuning into any sensation in the body, pulsing or tingling, maybe a wash of color. Pull your eyes up and imagine focusing on a spot in the center of your forehead. Focusing on a spot in the center of the forehead. So, wash of color there. And release your gaze. Left hand comes to center of chest. Right hand on top of left, drop your bowing to self. Bowing to self. And the light within. May it burn bright as the sun, which is there. We just can't see it right now. Our light is always present. Sometimes it's muted, lit a bit by clouds, murkiness within. No, it's always there. Imagine sending that light out into the world, opening your hands.
Monday.
That's